Welcome back. Today I've got one word for you that can change the game for you. One word. Want to know what it is? The word's choice. Now hear me out. Here's what this is all about. It's knowing that you have a choice and having this feeling of choice, as opposed to certain things that you've tabooed or that you're so-called not allowed to have. Okay? So, if you feel like you're not allowed to have something, again, that's going to set up this sense of struggle and fight. And that's what we're trying to avoid here, because that, in a nutshell, is the whole game. You take out that fight. You'll learn in future videos why that's the underlying key to weight loss without struggle, weight loss with ease, and from frustration ultimately to freedom. Having all that you desire without the fight, basically, without the struggle, without the effort. So yeah, this is bigger than it seems. Now, just imagine that you're sitting at a kind of a buffet, like the old style buffet, and you've got a range of foods in front of you, some healthy, some not so healthy, and some in between. And there's, two main foods on that table that you've told yourself that you're not allowed to have. And of course you probably like them, yet you've told yourself you can't have them. So what's going to happen? They're almost going to jump out at you. They're going to speak to you. You're going to want them, and they're going to stand out more than all the other foods. That's just the nature of it, That's kind of how it works. You can probably relate. But now let's imagine you're at the same table, the same buffet, and we're going to take this to two levels. I'll take it to another level at the end. You're at the same buffet, but this time, you're in a place of choice. You know that you have a choice. You haven't tabooed anything on there. You could choose that or that or that. Already it feels differently, and magically what's going to happen is those two foods that were previously standing out are just going to blend in with the other foods. They're not going to be so attractive and appear so attractive now. And here's the underlying key to this. You do have a choice. You always have a choice. No one's standing there with a gun to your head or shoving that food down your throat. And even though sometimes perhaps it doesn't feel like, you do have control over your arm. So what I'm trying to emphasize here is that you do have a choice. You really do have a choice. It's always a choice. You can choose that or that. It's that simple. You might not have felt it or seen it that way, but that's ultimately how it is. You can choose. So the point is, as soon as you bring in this word choice, you just start using it inwardly and using it in your language, inwardly and outwardly to others. If you just start to, sort of say that you have a choice, feel that you have a choice, and use the word choice, you're going to release all of that pressure all in one. It'll be like a valve just disappearing, and so there's no longer this naughtiness around having certain things, or again these things that are tabooed. You just start to use the word choice, and even in the initially, don't even try to make the right choice. Just play with this, practice with it, start to bring it into your vocabulary, outwardly and inwardly, and notice how it changes things. And as I say, you can take this to a whole nother level again just by, believe it or not, getting really clear on what you want and why you want it. The reason that powers this up and takes it to a whole nother level is because it sets an automatic criterion for what you're going to say yes to, what you're going to choose to have, and what you're going to choose not to have. Because you want to be able to sit there and say, I choose that because. And if you've got this vision of where you're going, this sense of yourself as you want to be, and you're clear on the benefits of getting there, you can sit at that same buffet and say, I'm going to choose this because, and you've got a big powerful reason why. You've also got some consistency there because your vision makes it sort of clear, makes it easy and obvious as to what you're going to choose today. you know, so there's this whole consistency through it all when you've got that vision behind it. But for starters, you know, just go and put it to the test. Use the word choice rather than telling yourself you're not allowed things, etc. As I explained, bring it into your vocabulary. Use it inwardly, if nothing else. You know, just play with it, practice it, and start to feel it. And remember, behind it all, ultimately you do have a choice. You know, you can choose those foods that are going to take you to where you want to be, or you can choose the foods that are going to take you in the other direction. Either way, it's a choice. So yeah, see you in the next video. Bye for now.